Hey guys, Bonjo here, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, and this time it's a 4th Gen 1 against my good friend Jay Jirachi, or as his YouTube name is, ProPokePlayer. It was a really close battle, so I hope you guys like it. He leads off with a shiny Charizard as I lead off with a Gengar. And I go for a taunt predicting the substitute or a Dragon Dance, but he goes straight for the attack, which is a Fire Blast, and it brings me down to my Sash. He probably didn't expect me to have Destiny Bond, so he just went ahead and finished me off with an Air Slash. But I do have Destiny Bond, so both Gengar and Charizard go to hell together. So currently it's 5-5 with both our leads dead. And so I go into my Scarfed Porygon Z, and he goes into his Ambipom. I predict a Fake Out and go switch into my Sableye, and he goes for a U-turn just to get the hell out of there, because probably he can't do that much to me, but U-turn actually did a lot. More than I expected, as it isn't stab. So then he goes into his Dragonite as I go for a Will-O-Wisp. It didn't affect it that much as it was a mixed Dragonite, and he went for a Draco Meteor that missed the first time, and I go for a Seismic Toss just to get some decent damage on it, and with the burn I brought it down to less than half health. So then he goes for a Draco Meteor that hits the second time, and I was hoping I could live it and get off another Seismic Toss that would probably kill it with a burn, but the Draco Meteor one hit KO'd my Sableye. And I go to my Starmie and I just finish it off with an Ice Beam. I expected him to stay in because he had low health, and probably he wanted to see what type of Starmie this is, whether it was Life Orb or Spexed. So then he goes back into his Ambipom. I predict the Fake Out again and go to my Rhyperior. He knows probably I won't have more than one Ghost type, so he just goes for the Fake Out anyway. And he has a Seed Bomb, so that's kind of cool. A good move set by you there is really creative. As I go for a Curse, predicting not to have the Seed Bomb and thinking that he would switch, fearing that he doesn't have anything to hit me. But I survived the second Seed Bomb after the Curse with 17 HP, so that's awesome as I could get off my Curse. And this is a Resto Chesto set on this Rhyperior, so I'm back to full health with +2 defense and +2 attack. And he goes for another +1 defense +1 attack, and he goes for a Seed Bomb that does around quarter, and I just finish him off with an Earthquake because I predicted him to go for a Seed Bomb rather than switch. So then he goes to his Dusclops. I predict the Will-O-Wisp and go to my Arcanine, so I get the Intimidate on that thing, and he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I go with that misses, and I go for a Crunch that does around half, and he goes for a Seismic Toss just to get some decent damage. While now I think he switches into his Aggron to take the Crunch like a beast, because its defense is like over 500 if you EV train it completely with a plus nature in defense. And I go for a Flare Blitz just to stay in his fodder, because Aggron's attack with Head Smash is just beastly, and yeah, I don't have anything to take it that well. So I just stay in his fodder after doing some decent damage with Flare Blitz. And so now it's 3-all, and I go to my Starmie, and he switches out into Jay Jirachi's favorite Pokemon, I think, as I go for the Surf, just playing safe. And yeah, that would have done the most to his Jirachi anyway, so that didn't matter. As I go for another Surf just to get some good damage on it, and he goes for a Wish. At this point he was like, oh, Wish Protect is so boring. So instead of going for a Protect, he actually went for a T-Wave. But the Surf didn't kill, he survived like 15 or 13 HP or something. So he gets off the paralysis on my Starmie, and he gets the health from Wish back. So he's at over half health after the leftovers, and he goes for another Wish as I go for another Surf just to get some damage on him. And after the thanks to the Life Orb, it does quite a bit actually. and then he goes for another iron head, hoping for the para flinch, but he doesn't get it sadly, and I finish him off with a surf. So that's good. I got lucky there, not getting the para flinch hacks, and now I get the para hacks on trying to go for a surf on that Dusclops, and he goes for a seismic toss just to finish me off. So now it's 2-2, and I go to my scarfed Porygon Z. Like an idiot that I am, I just misclicked and went for a try attack, so that was very bad play on my part. So I have to switch out here, and I go to my Rhyperior as he goes for another seismic toss. And now, yeah, so he gets leftover health back, and now I go for an earthquake just to do some damage on him and see how much earthquake would do. I knew he was going for a Will-O-Wisp, but I was willing to sacrifice my health for getting damage on him. So now I go for a Stone Edge, hoping for a crit on that, as he goes for a seismic toss. That brings me down to 36 HP, and the burn kills me. So now I'm down to my last Pokemon, which is my Porygon Z, and my download raised my attack. That shows that the Dusclops defense is lower than its special defense, and I just finish it off with a discharge, and I go for another discharge on that Aggron, hoping that it would kill, and it didn't kill. I don't know how much HP it had, but he misses the head smash. So that was really unlucky for him, because I'm sure the head smash would have taken me out. So that was great game, Jay. I just beat you by 1, but actually you would have beaten me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. So see you guys on another battle. And don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe if you like my videos.